Hello and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIII Pixel Remaster, and we're continuing right where we left off, going up here to the left, and we find the Chocobo Woods. There are several of these around the world, but I'm showing you this one right now, and I will gather all of the rest as we go along, so we won't miss anyone. But anyway, we continue to the northeast, and we're getting into the tower. The Tower of Owen, Tower of Owen, Oven, however it is pronounced, and I remember I forgot to teach the white maid the toad spell, which we need here in just a second. The spell we got in Gulgug Cave, or whatever the place was. I'm going to run around here for a little while until we find these. Fury, one of the many bestiary entries that we have to catch. Kinda look like half human, half birdie, whatever they are called. They are in many games, and some of are in the God of War games, the earlier ones. From what I can remember, God of War 1 and 2. Flying around, and it's very annoying when you're trying to jump across platforms and stuff. Not that hard, so shouldn't be any problem. And then we run into these Petite Mage. They do have some powerful spells, but shouldn't really be any problem. Just keep an eye on your health level and just keep hammering down on them with physical attacks and some magic attacks. That takes care of them. And now we can continue, and we need to turn ourselves into toads. So we're switching to our white mage and use the toad spell on all of the party members. And we actually get different colors: red, green, purple, and so on. So we're toads now. Let's get going. And then we end up in the first floor, so we can switch back and turn ourselves back to human form again. And then we can continue on. Welcome to the Tower of Owen. I hope you like it here, for it shall be your final resting place. This place looks familiar. So that's just getting some reminiscence. Anyway, continue up north, up the stairs into the second floor. Then we just head south and we encounter Fardarig, or however it's pronounced. Also one of the monsters that needs to be entered into the bestiary. Shouldn't really be any problem. Physical attacks, some magic attacks. They do hit hard though, so keep an eye on your health. But other than that, shouldn't really be any problems. And then we turn to our right for our chest, and we find lots of these gold needles. Then we head up north to the third floor, head down south and just walk around, and we encounter Pugman. Kind of similar to the red ones that we met earlier. A little more health though. And then we continue up to the fourth floor and can head south Hee hee hee. Wait, I remember. I am an ancient. So more flashbacks for Desh. And then we get Tirfing in this chest on the right side, and then we can continue to the left side and head up to the 5th floor. Your soul shall wander these sudden halls forever. I remember now, there's a hidden switch on the 5th floor on the 8 sections of the wall. So basically all we need to do is go forward in the middle and hit the switch that is there, and it opens up the wall. So we can head down south and walk around to our left side and open the chest for a maiden's kiss. And then we can head back and find some blood bats, along with the petite mage that we encountered already, but the blood bat is new. A couple of physical attacks should take care of them. However, I did get poisoned, it seems. But I took care of that. I had pause for a second, and I took care of the poison while pausing, so I can just continue where I was. Then we continue up to the next floor and go to the right side of the hallway, and we open these chests that are there for some good treasures. And then we encounter Ogiski, or however it is pronounced. Look exactly like when we were miniatures of ourselves, just another color. And then we can continue north and up the stairs to floor 8. Then we just head to the west and head north, and then to our right to open a chest that's there, contain some echo herbs. And then we head back all the way around on our left side and go south and up the stairs, and then we come up to the 9th floor. So just follow the path and open the chests in the middle. Salamand sword, and up here we have the flame mail. So feel free to equip it if you want. And then here in this chest, Zeus Wrath, which we have found a couple of. And then here on the 10th floor we meet Medusa. So heal up your party and do a quick save, and maybe sort through your items and keep your items on top. So if you get turned into stone, you can use gold needle and cure your status from petrify. And when you're ready, you can just start fighting. I, Medusa, will destroy the tower in the name of Sandal. This continent will plummet for its place in the skies. You will not interfere. Now die. And here we meet the snakehead. Big face in the middle, and the hair kinda looks like a bunch of snakes, but has no body, just a big face with a lot of snakes around it. Kinda like the one in, what is it, Final Fantasy X? Medusa head. I can't remember the name of the boss there though. But throw your strong magic at it. Your physical attacks, keep your eyes on your health, and it shouldn't really be that much of a problem, so I'm just gonna let it play out. And there she goes. I got you, you snake bastard head. And of course you need to go and interact with this flame here. The flames lick and flare wild and explosion looks imminent. No, don't go near it. I remember now. I am one of the remaining ancient, the watchman of this tower. I was only supposed to awaken if something happened to the tower. But I was asleep for so long. My memories were scrambled when I woke up. I forgot my purpose. This doesn't look good. I think I know how to stabilize the flames, but I can only do it from inside the reactor. I have no choice. This tower is the only thing keeping the continent afloat. If it blows, we'll fall right out of the sky. This is farewell. Thanks for all your help. Dash, stop it. You'll die. This is my destiny. Don't worry, once I repair the furnace, that whirlpool should stop as well. Then you can search for the Dwarven Island. That's where you'll find the fire crystal. Once I'm in, I'll warp you all outside. It's been a blast. Literally. Now then, here I go. Dash! And with that, Dash plummet into the reactor to extinguish the flames and stuff, and we get warped outside of the tower. And we get a trophy. And now we can go into our ship and head around to the open sea or outer sea. Inside of this peninsula is like the inner sea, and now we are on the outer sea. So we encounter mermaid and a seahorse. And these enemies out here hit a lot harder than the ones in the inner sea. So if they hit you with 2 attacks in a row, you will die probably, because they hit like between 80 and 100 or something like that. So be mindful and keep your eye on your health, and use your members to gather up and attack the same enemy, and use your thunder spell to get an advantage. Anyway, we head down here, and just outside of this cave we can kind of go back and forward to get some more bestiary entries from the outer sea. These Unei, big green fishes, they hit strong as well. They usually appear in 3 or 4. So keep your thunder spell ready and gather your attacks on one enemy so you extinguish them fast. And then we can drive around some more here to get some more bestiary entries. I switch a little bit downward to come more in the middle, and we meet this sea serpent. You might have to drive around for a while because it is rare to encounter it, so you might have to spend a little time here, but some strong physical attacks and thunder attacks and it should be dealt with pretty easy. And now we can enter this cave, and we come into the Dwarven Hollows. Lally-ho! Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy IX. Tally-ho! And if you talk to them, they will mention that somebody has taken a crystal. But here we have some armory, so we can buy some more armor and equip. We've got some ice armor, ice helm, ice shield, mage robe, so we can put it on the black mage, and Kempo G for our what is it called, monk. And yeah, we can equip what we feel like. The ice helmet looks better than the one we had. Flame mail is stronger than the ice mail for some reason, but keep it in the backpack because there might be some enemies. And then we can equip the Kempo G. But stock up on some gear. Equip whoever you deem worthy of equipping. And here in the middle we got some more weapons. We got the Salomon sword, we got fire staff, ice staff, some arrows, and then there is another weapon for our monk, Sante Seculon, or whatever the name was. So I'm gonna equip that to Riley. Switch out the weaker one for the stronger one, so both of his weapon is the stronger version. And then the third room here is item shop and the inn, so we can stock up on some more potions and rest up and refill our health point and magic points. So as you see, I'm all out of potions, so I'm gonna buy a few. However, I'm not gonna buy high potions, not right now anyway. When I have more money I will, but some echo herbs, some eye drops and stuff like that can be pretty good to have. A few of each items, and then we can pay some money and refill our health by resting in the bed. And nothing in here, so we just head south, and then we take a left down the stairs here, because there is a short little dungeon that we need to do. Walk up to the water, and then we turn ourselves into toads once again. Switch to our white mage and turn everybody into toads. And then we can jump in the water. Alright, we're frogs now. Let's get going. And we land in the Subterranean Lake, or whatever it said. And then we can turn ourselves back into human form by switching back to our mage and choosing toads, and transform ourselves back by choosing toad again. And then we can go down south. And we encounter some bombs. And these are, well, kind of easy to run into here, I think. They might appear a little further ahead as well, but I got lucky to meet them right here. And I was very unlucky that this one self-destructed, but oh well. We all know the bombs, they self-destruct if you can't kill them right away. And we have a chest across the bridge, gold needle, and then we meet some manticores. Weak to physical attacks, so just pummel away on them, shouldn't really be that hard. That takes care of those two. And then we continue here in the hidden passage and down the stairs at the end into the next area, where we can open a chest down here that has Zeus Wrath. And then we head across this bridge to the south, open another chest with another Zeus Wrath, walk around this little cliff here and open this chest on the left side containing gold needle. And then across the bridge we meet Stalgamite, another bestiary entry. Shouldn't be that hard to deal with them. Physical attacks, some magic. And we continue down the stairs, and then we walk up to this chest up here and get 300 gills. And we meet the mermen, the ones in the back. The Stalgamite we already met, but the mermen are new. Some physical attack should wipe them out pretty fast. And then we can continue to the north and open the chest up here, and we get 300 gills. We need to walk around a little more because there's 2 more enemies we need to face. And what do you know, we got lucky. The one in the back, the Ruinous Wave, can cast bad breath on you, so deal with that one first. And you should really not have any problem with the little fish. But we all know bad breath from all the Final Fantasy games. It basically gives you all the status ailments on one character that gets hit by it. So kill it as fast as possible and hope that you don't get struck with bad breath. And that takes care of them, and now we can go face the boss. So heal up, cure any status ailments that you have on, equip the strongest weapons and armor that you have, that you picked up along the way, and do a quick save so you don't lose any progress in case you die. And then we can face the boss. Stay back, get away from the horn if you want to be living. And we meet Gutsco. Start with your most powerful magic and work your way down to the lower magic, and just keep hitting him with the physical attacks with the other characters. And it shouldn't be much of a problem. Keep your eye on your health and fill it up if you have to, and I'm gonna let it play through and I'll be back after. And that takes care of him. And Andy has 4 in health points left, so it was at the brink of the point. Obtained Horn of Ice. So now we can head back, but I'm going to heal up Andy first because he's very low on health. He wouldn't have survived another attack, so I got a bit lucky there. And don't worry, that little stick that you see is the ice horn that you're dragging with you. I don't know why they made it like that. So don't worry about it, it's not a glitch, you probably have it too. and you just make your way all the way back the same way you came from, through the dungeon, and fight your way back to the entrance. Or if you choose to turn off enemy encounters, that's totally up to you. But here we are, back in the Dwarven Hollows, and now we need to head back to where the dwarves are, and we talk to this guy next to this place. It's our horn, you're the best. Hang on, I'll take down the ward. You can get through now, just leave the horn on the altar. So we walk up to the altar and interact with it. Is this where the horn of ice should be? Yep, just put her down. So pick the horn of ice in your inventory. Ha ha ha, you fools didn't even notice me hiding in your shadows. Now both horns are mine for the taking. With both horns in my possession, I can extinguish any flame. The tunnel to the crystal poses no obstacles for me now. The power of fire crystal will belong to me, Gutsco the Great. So the boss, I bet that lowlife is heading to the mountains to the north. So he was hiding and we thought we beat him. But now I at least can head out. And that's gonna end this episode. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you find this useful. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.